Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. And today we're going to be talking about post-awakening depression, or why do you feel low after awakening. Now this video is mostly for people who either awakened recently or people that would like to awaken, and they really, I think it's really important for them to know what might be waiting for them, okay? So as usual, if you'd like to skip to the summary section, then please find it somewhere around me and in the description box below. So then let's get started. So if you are like me, or like a lot of people that awakened, then you might think that, in the beginning, when you de-identify or disidentify with your thoughts, emotions, sensations, feelings, right? When you do this, you might have like an initial euphoria, and you might think, this is it, I reached it, and there's nothing more, there's nothing else after that. But unfortunately, what's happening is like this programming that you've been actually unconsciously building. Well, actually, people around you, like the environment around you, they created this programming, and plus you were the one who was maintaining it, unconsciously, of course. This thing does not just dissolve overnight, right? It takes a while. And when you awaken, what happens is the cleaning up, so to speak, process, it's accelerating. Your system, your body, basically, it's cleaning itself at an accelerated rate. And so you're going to have quite a lot of negative surprises, most likely, right? Like memories that you had from your past that you forgotten about, but for some reason it keeps popping over and over again, or some type of sensations of loneliness, for example, or you think that you are not worthy, or you have a lot of anger or sadness or guilt, stuff like that. And now one of the questions that you might be asking is it okay? Is it something normal? Is it something to be expected? Well, I think most people do have this, and one of my favorite teachers, Ilona Tsiunaite, or Tsiunaite, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, sorry if I mispronounced it, her last name, but she said after actual awakening, after non-dual awakening, she had to go through a period of 4 months of deep, depression. She just had to decompress. She had to process whatever was happening to her and just accept it. But then later on, she became an amazing teacher, even if she had this initial spark, right? Initial spark of, oh, wow, from this moment on, my life is going to change. Yes, it is going to change, but unfortunately, well, not fortunately, you will just have to go through this period of time when your system is going to be cleaning up, and you never know how long it's going to take. Like, it took her 4 months. It might take you 3 months or 2 months or maybe 8 months. Like, you never know. It really depends upon how much junk you have in your basically psychic wardrobe, right? And so let's say you have like 300 points, 300 units that you can stuff, basically, that you can put in this wardrobe. But then let's say 200 of them are negative ones, so to speak, right? So what you have to do is just to wait for this wardrobe to self-clean, because it's a process that you cannot really rush. Like, you have to sit through it and just relax into it. Well, what you can do basically with the interference, you can slow it down, but the best thing that you can do is just to relax and just to allow it to self-clean, and just to have patience and trust the process, because you will get to the other side of pain, and on the other side of pain there is a stable awakening state, so to speak. Even though awakening is not a state, but I hope you understand what I'm talking about. So this self-cleaning accelerates because you are not identified with thoughts any longer. And that's why you're basically making an opening there, thanks to which all of this junk can just rise to the surface so that you can deal with it. One really important thing here is to be as gentle towards yourself as possible. You don't want to resist yourself. You've been resisting yourself your whole life. Awakening is the opposite of that. You just stop resisting the world, stop resisting yourself, and start embracing everything and just getting into this, place basically where everything is appropriate, everything is fine, everything is okay. And I know that this processing might seem like it's a death, right? And it is actually a death, but not the death of you, the death of the image of you, of the thing that you thought that you are. And I know that when you awakened, or if you plan to awaken, what's going to happen is you're going to notice that, wow, there's like the real me, so to speak, and there's that image of me that I thought is me, right? And when you awaken, you just see through it, and then you might think, oh, that's it. But that's not the case. This image is not just gonna, allow you to just kill it, basically. Well, you're not killing it. You're just not feeding it any longer, right? It will really want to be fed once again, and then it will kind of start a war, and will try to provoke you. But all you got to do is you have to sit through it and remind yourself like over and over again that this is an illusion, basically, and you don't have to be a slave of it anymore. Like, it's literally up to you, and it's literally in your hands, whether you want to go back to sleep or to stay awakened. So you don't die. The only thing that dies is just the perceived image of you, and that's it. You have nothing to do with that, believe it or not. So then how to deal with these emotions, with these very, sometimes aggressive memories that you have in your head, just right in front of your face, metaphorically speaking, of course, even though they were in the past, but your imagination, the imagination is so powerful that you can literally imagine it being right in front of your face, and your body starts to react the way you reacted 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, right? So what do you do then? The best way to deal with that, with these emotions, is basically not to deal with them. I know that sounds like a paradox because we've been taught, basically brainwashed our whole life, that we have to do something in order to accomplish something, right? And what I'm asking you is the opposite of that. Don't do anything. Just allow it to happen. Whatever is happening right now is okay. Do you feel sadness, for example? That's okay. Just allow it to be there. Don't resist it. It's not a wrong emotion. It's not a wrong feeling or a wrong sensation. Just allow it to be there. And when you do this, you just allow this space to open up, the space through which it will just go away. But again, don't do this in order to let go of this, right? Because when you think about this, it will actually sabotage you, and it's not going to work out very well. You're going to be slowing down your progress. And what you do, well, I believe you want to go through this depression phase as fast as possible, a post-awakening depression phase. So in order to do this, just please allow all of these emotions, all of these feelings bubbling up to just exist there, to be there. Don't try to change them. Don't try to manipulate them to be something else, okay? Just allow them to be there and surrender. Just accept that they exist in your life right here, right now. Just be present with yourself in the here and now, and surrender. Literally don't do anything about them, because they are exactly what they are, and they're not supposed to be anything else that you envision in your mind that they have to be or don't have to be. So you basically want to become like a lightning rod, The lightning rod is quite amazing because it can take so much, well, not pain and not damage, but it can allow so much lightning, so much current, like electricity, to go through it and not be damaged. And why is it so? This lightning rod is allowing this energy to flow through it because it does not resist it, okay? And let's take this metaphor and apply it to ourselves. So we are basically, we as humans, right? Quote unquote, of course. We hold on to this electricity. We hold on to this lightning. But how do we do this? We do this by hating or disliking whatever is happening in our body. So if we have some negative, like intimidating emotions like sadness, fear, right? Hurt, guilt. What do? Do we enjoy it? Well, no, of course we don't enjoy it. So what happens then? We just basically decide to hate it and basically wage a war or resist this type of emotion. And when we do this, we actually hold on to it longer. And then it's going to stay there. Even if it wants to leave, it's not going to leave because you're the one that makes it unable to leave you. And also one more thing that Eckhart Tolle recommended is that you stop giving meaning to just anything that happens in your body. So you feel sad, for example. Stop ascribing, stop putting meaning on top of it. Like, for example, you're sad and then you're thinking, well, it's because my father or my mother didn't love me, didn't do this, didn't do that. No, it's not because of that. It's just there. It's because you believed in this story, right? That they don't love you, that they are supposed, first of all, to love you on this planet, right? And when you have this expectation and when they don't, this expectation is not met, that's when this is happening. And of course, you've been a child, but still there was some type of expectation, most likely. Or, for example, your mother was feeling sad on a regular basis when you were a child, and then of course you've been attracting this. So there's no other explanation other than I was just close to my mother and I was just attracting this, right? So so don't try to overcomplicate it and create like different stories. Oh, I am feeling sad because this happened or that happened. No, sometimes it's like a very, very, very simple explanation. And not only that, you don't need explanations. They are actually unnecessary here. So that's it, basically. Just allow these emotions to go through you, accept them, surrender to them, and don't give any meaning, okay? All right, so this was it. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give a like and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you have some questions, then please let me know in the comment section below, okay? And here's the summary, and I hope you have a great day. All right, have a good one. Bye.